Morning, everybody. Stippling on. It is the 2nd of April, and I'm still working on this pant leg. I haven't worked on it since the last video. Saving this area for you guys to work on. Lately, when I'm not streaming my work, I've been working on a cover inside the cover and inside the back page for a ash can I'm doing. The ash can is going to have about 8 pages of story, and then it's going to have not 8 but like 6 maybe character illustrations I did before I started this up, when I was just working on ideas for what the characters would look like. They came about because when I first thought of the idea of this story, I was just jotting down like ideas for it, like writing down like that this Pennsylvania is not a state as we know it. It's actually a game preserve for all these monsters from classic horror. And came up with how the Pennsylvania Game Commission is in charge of monitoring, protecting, and keeping these monsters secret from everybody. And I came up with like ideas. Like, if you live in Pennsylvania, you know that the Pennsylvania Game Commission, they act like they have more authority than even the police. And so I thought I took it one step further. What if there was a secret division within the Pennsylvania Game Commission, and their job was to keep these creatures safe and secret. They have a very high privilege. If there's an accident with the police and the firefighters and whatnot, they can walk in and take control of the situation. So for instance, let's say a mythical creature like not mythical, but like a horror creature, like a werewolf got hit by a car. It's their job to show up, take control of the situation, flat out lie to the police, and like, no, this was a deer. You think it was a bear, but no, it was a deer that got hit by the car. No, this was a very abnormally large deer. That's the reason why. The damage to the vehicle is so unique, that type of stuff. The point of the Game Commission, of the secret division, is their job is to perform the cover-up. And basically, in many ways, keep the public safe from these creatures. So when I started doing it, originally was like just come up with the ideas. Then it came up into, well, what do these special investigators look like? And I just started doing like various sketches and ended up doing these like preliminary idea drawings. They look rough, but I figured because it's an ash can. Many times ash cans, when they would come out, they would be like half story preview of what the book would be, and then it would be like conceptual drawings. So that's the reason why I am including them in my ash can. And right now, what I've been working on when I'm not, I've been doing like mainly the idea drawings, and I've been working on my off time, instead of doing pencil work for additional pages or future pages to work on. So stipple. I've been working on like the cover, what I'm going to write on the inside of the cover. You can't just put all artwork done on story done by Vaughn. You have to actually like put like, hey, thank you for buying my book, da 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 da. You know. So I've been working on that, and when I get done with this video, I will be working on that. But that's not as interesting as working on this piece. So, and yes, you can hear from the background, I'm working at the bar. Always work at the bar. That's where I get all my work done. It's where I get to be social and antisocial at the exact same time, is the way I like to put it. Yes, I know I use too many ums when I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. I'm not a very good impromptu speaker. If I'm talking to someone, I probably don't use a lot of ums, but it's amazing how many times when we talk and we are doing something like this, how we have filler words that we put into our verbiage, and it is so unknown to us, and we just do it without realizing it. So right now I want this to be the primary. So as a result, I'm putting in some dots along the edge here. I'm probably going to put in a hard line, because if we were actually looking at photographs of someone, there would be the illusion that we would see and think that there's a hard line there when there isn't. I try to avoid putting the hard lines in. Normally I would okay, we'll make this darker so we don't have to put this line in at all, but because this is going to be the inside of the house where the light source is, but we don't want her to be a full silhouette, I'm putting in the details as if she was being front lit. That's the one thing that's nice about comic books as opposed to TV shows and movies, is you can have more liberties. Being like, okay, I want her to be front lit, even though the light source is mainly going to be coming from inside the house, and we've kind of already established that in the very first panel, and that the light source would be coming from inside the house because it's dark and it's night out. So and yes, I work at the bar. I enjoy it. Gives me a chance to be social and antisocial at the exact same time. I think I always said that. It's very sometimes you could say it'd be frustrating, because I put work into now trying to talk while I'm doing this, but when I first post this onto YouTube, if the music is too loud and YouTube is just blocking out the image because the music is so strong it's coming through, and I'm not getting permission to use the music, this whole video may end up being a no sound, silent video. I won't know that till I actually post the video. That's the reason why I'll post it, and then lots of times within 5 minutes of posting it, I'll bring it down, because I'll listen to it right away and then be like, too many block spots where YouTube killed the video because of the music in the background. But they don't have the music up loud yet, and a lot of people are talking, which when you get a lot of people talking, it can distort the music that maybe the algorithm can't figure out what is going on here. So just come in a little bit more on this side, on this pant leg. And the one thing about stippling is, unlike other inking methods and mediums, you can sometimes do a whole area, think you're done, but then go back in and add more and realize it really is just an underpainting, and you need to really push a dark more to give it a better, full, completed image look to it. So that's what we're doing right now. You can see here and this is what I'm saying, how you want the leg on the left to stand out more. So you actually want to push this leg back farther. So how you do it, you just go in, you just